Hello, my name is Emma Tobias. I'm here in the United Kingdom, in Emma, drinking by myself, apartment.
Hi!
I'm gonna walk around her bookshelves with this microphone, and I'm gonna pick some stuff out. I'm gonna tell you my opinions.
So, hi, welcome back to Drinking by My Shelf. I've already been asleep. Emma woke me up to do this video, so here I am.
You're in the Uber, and you fell asleep in the Uber.
Yeah.
And I woke you up. I'm gonna have so many thoughts and feelings, and
I
it's
know.
gonna fuck everybody up.
You know what she's gonna do is she's gonna be rude.
Secret. What? I love the Great Circle. Alma wins the women's prize. Oh shit! I didn't win the women's prize.
Did you hear that?
I don't know what this book is even about.
Should I put the pizza in?
Is it ready?
I don't know.
Doesn't it beep? Your oven? Thing about the UK is that in America, your oven beeps at you when it's ready for you to put the shit in. In the UK, it apparently doesn't tell you anything. You just have to guess. So, Great Fire of London
Did you say the Great Fire of London?
makes a little more sense now. Welcome back to BBC News. When I've been drinking, I gotta put one eye closed. These are my thoughts on the books Emma has on her shelf. I Hate Everyone But You by Gabby Dunn and Alison Raskin. Have you read this book?
Yes, I have.
I thought this book was really cute.
I liked it too.
I thought it was a very accurate representation of what it's like when you're a young adult and you go
That was
away
cute.
to school.
I agree.
I thought it was good. I didn't read the sequel.
No, me
Did you?
neither. I agree.
But I thought it was cute. Okay, the circle by Div Eggers. This little bitch,
I just know what you're gonna do. You're gonna insult this book. This book is so good.
This bitch made me read this book in February 2020.
It's really good.
Pre-pandemic.
It's really good.
Why? Why?
Because I shall tell you, this book is a terrifying dystopian future that we have already come to live in. It's about,
In what way?
you know what? When I read this book, it was about 10 years ago, so I don't remember. But I remember it was good.
I loved The Vanishing Half by Britt Brennan. I thought this book was very good.
I agree. I agree.
I thought it was a very good book. Let me make it naked. This
Okay.
cover. Oh, it's just maroon. Who published this book? Your company? It's very nice. This book was very good. Read it.
I agree. You haven't even told them what it was about.
I cannot believe. Oh shit. Emma, what was this book about?
Okay, so this book is about two twins. And
Two twins or two sets of twins?
just one set of twins comprised of two twins.
Two people who are happenstance to be twins
Yeah.
by genetics.
Exactly, precisely right. And they are two black sisters, and we follow them throughout their lives as one of them decides to pass as white and the other one doesn't. And so they end up on very different paths in life. And so it's based on the book Passing by Nella Larson, but it's got all sorts of other shit in there as well.
And that's on that. This little guy showed up on Emma's shelves, and I was surprised. Young adult favorite, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Emma.
I love time travel.
I thought this book was very entertaining. I don't really have a lot to say other than that.
I'll tell you what's cool about it. Here's what's cool about it. So, throughout the book, it's sort of scary. Throughout the book, you have all these creepy little pictures. So it's kind of horror. And the cool thing about it, these cool little pictures, is that these cool little pictures are real. So, what's his name? Ransom Riggs found all of these pictures from, like, it's mostly like Victorians used to love taking creepy little pictures. Some of them are clearly edited to make them look spooky. But, like, the Victorians edited them. Ransom Riggs didn't edit them. So he found all these pictures, and he was like, I'm going to write a story about these pictures. And I think that's pretty cool. And the story he wrote was about time travel, so I had a good time with it. And some of them have little, like, oh. some of them have, like, notes on them.
I thought it was fun. I thought the plot was fun.
I agree.
And one of the main characters' name was Emma.
I agree.
Okay, next we have here Shrill by Lindy West. I thought Shrill by Lindy West was a good book of essays about living in America as, specifically in Lindy West's case, a fat woman, a queer fat woman, and what it was like, and how she dealt with that and the harassment she faced writing about her experiences. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was funny. I listened to the audiobook mostly, and it was pretty funny. I don't tend to love essay collections generally because they're not fiction and I only like fiction. So I wish she had made some more stuff up.
Where's my orange juice? Okay, next we have here Daisy Jones and the Six. Fun fact about me, my lovely boyfriend Colin.
What about him?
Talk about Colin.
I have not met Colin, but I believe him to be a nice man.
Colin is a nice man. Colin and I started the audiobook. I've already listened to Daisy Jones and the Six many months ago. Loved it. By Miss Taylor Jenkins Reid. Made him listen.
Mm-hmm. Do you like it?
He's liked it so far. We haven't finished
Nice.
it. How do you feel about Daisy Jones and the Six?
5 stars, I love it.
How do you feel about the TV show coming out?
Very excited, can't wait.
I'm very excited to see Sam Claflin.
Mm-hmm. I'm very excited to hear the music. That's what I'm. So this, if you don't know this, everyone knows this, but it's about a singer from the 70s, 80s, 70s,
70s.
And throughout it, they describe all these songs that she wrote and that this band wrote. And the whole time I was reading it, I kept wanting to like go on Spotify and play the songs because they would like describe the songwriting process, and I'd be like, I want to listen to this, but you can't because they don't exist. But when the TV show comes out, they will exist. So that's what I'm excited for.
Okay, next. I didn't mean to pick this one up, but pretend like it's the first one.
That
the
is
secret.
the first one.
What?
I know.
Confessions of a Shopaholic.
That's what I thought too.
The secret dream world of a Shopaholic?
Apparently, it's always been called this. Because I was like, what the fuck? It's called Confessions of a Shopaholic. Apparently, just the movie's called Confessions of a Shopaholic.
Miss Sophie Kinsella is really on one.
Yeah.
I read whatever the first book is called, and I thought it was quite entertaining.
Okay, so here's my story. I'm going to tell you a story. Are you ready? I downloaded the audiobook of this when I had glandular fever when I was...
Mono for you Americans.
Yeah, the glange. I had the glange and I was in hospital for a week. I was very ill. And I got the audiobook of Confessions of a Shopaholic and I listened to it and it was the only thing that made me happy because it was so funny and I would sit there and I'd laugh and it would really hurt laughing, but it was worth it because of how much I enjoyed it. So I have a very soft spot for Confessions of a Shopaholic, which made me happy during dark times. However, I then decided to do a 24-hour readathon of the Confessions of a Shopaholic series, and let me tell you, this is the peak, and it goes rapidly downhill, and I got to the end of 24 hours, and I wished I'd never been born.
Link is in the bio for that particular video.
If you want to see me very unhappy.
Oh, it smells good. Pizza smells good.
Pizza smells good. Hey Google, how long left on the timer?
You've got 57 seconds to go.
Holy shit.
The book I wanted to get was a night film.
Stop. Stay very still while I get the pizza.
Emma wants to get the pizza. Please, this is the moment. While Emma's over there in the kitchen, tell me what you really think of her. Be honest. Don't be afraid. Let it out in the comments. It'll be good. She's a Gemini. I'm very curious how she edits this particular video. Okay, well that little particular segment is over. Okay, well next we have here Night Film. Night Film is a book that I read in college.
College?
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 I read it in college for a class on contemporary women's fiction. Emma, how did you feel about it?
Oh, I thought it was fine.
I thought it was fine too.
It was a really cool concept. I can't remember what the concept is. You tell them.
The concept is a guy. He's a director of films.
Uh-huh.
This other guy, I don't know, it's been years, but let's pretend I'm right. This other guy's like, I'm obsessed with this director guy.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's a novel and sometimes it's like blog posts and shit. Which is cool. I really liked the idea of it. But then I wasn't expecting it to get supernatural. And it got supernatural. And I thought, you know what, if you're going to be supernatural, like, warn me. So that I don't read you.
Warn her.
Yeah.
To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Ann.
I liked it. I really liked it. It's not my genre of book, and yet I have read the first two, and I'm saving the last one because I'm actually really excited about it. I love the movies. Love the movies. I think it's adorable. And the book has like way more. The movie I was like, this is adorable, and then the movie I was like, sorry, and then the book I was like, the fuck is going on here? It's like, you think there's a love triangle? Try a love square. Try a love pentagon. Try a love what's it? Sectagon. Sectagonal. What's the word?
Octagon?
No, that's 8.
Oh, 6.
I'm making this up. I think it was just a square.
I don't know. It's cute though.
Yeah.
It's a cute YA book.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, next this little bitch. What has she got here? Before the coffee gets cold.
Did you just put mayonnaise in my book?
I read this book in January
Of this year?
because Emma told me to.
Yeah, what did you think?
I thought it was cute.
I love it. I love it.
Did you read the sequel?
Yeah. And there's a third one coming out, and I'm going to read that too. It's about time travel. I mentioned earlier, I love time travel. It's super cute. It's about a time traveling cafe, and people go to the cafe, and they can time travel, but there's all these like super strict rules, like you have to come back before your coffee gets cold, and also you can't change anything. And people go back to these really sad situations where they want to change things, but they can't change anything, and it's kind of about learning to accept things.
I thought it was nice.
Good chat.
We got 2 more in the house.
Okay.
The Princess Bride.
I love it.
You had this as pride of place on your bookshelf. Why
Yeah.
is that?
Because I love it. So I grew up with the movie before I ever read the book. I loved the movie, and I thought, you know what? I'm kind of scared of reading the book. Usually it's the way around. You love the book, you're scared of watching the movie. But because I love the movie so much, I was like, I'm scared of reading the book in case it's not as good. And then I shall tell you a fun little secret. I opened up the page, the first page, and I'd been like, oh my god, I'm very nervous. It's very high pressure because this is like my because the book in the movie, the book exists as a book. So I was like, this book is like my favorite book already, even though I haven't read it, so I'm scared to read it. And I opened it up, and the first line is, this is my favorite book in all the world, though I have never read it. And I thought to myself, what a world.
What a world.
And then I read it, and I loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it.
I read it as like a 14-year-old. I had already seen the movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I thought it was good.
Okay.
I liked it.
It's very funny.
Last book
Okay.
in this pile.
Mm-hmm.
The Other Venice Sister. I read this book in January. It's the first book I read in 2022
Nice.
via audiobook, but I owned it.
Via?
The American copy is a lot thinner than this thick
How do they
British
make it
copy.
thinner when it's just so long?
It
They
was
chop bits out.
half the length of this. I think it was
Really?
like a type size thing is my best guess. And what do you think about this little elevated Jane Austen fanfic?
You know what? I thought it was really good. So this is Pride and Prejudice from the point of view of Mary Bennet, who is the middle Bennet sister. And so the first half is Pride and Prejudice, retold from her perspective, and then from then on, then she just like makes up what happens next and gives her a whole little story. I really, really enjoyed it. I actually think the Pride and Prejudice retelling part was my favourite. As a big Jane Austen fan, I enjoyed that the most. But I thought it was written very well. Like, she obviously had like studied the way that Jane Austen writes, and then she wrote that book in the way that Jane Austen would have written it, which was cool.
I don't know what this video is called, but thank you for tuning in to...
Thank you. Drinking by myself. We're gonna film something on Emma's channel.
Are we?
Link below to Emma's channel. Bye.
Maybe we could go to the mall, get our nails done, get our hair done, we fly. Maybe we could holler at the boys, looking so good, whistle when they walk by. Cause we know what they want, but we just laugh. Yeah, we won't let them get